Good morning. For our lesson today, we are going to look at internet and social media. But for today, we'll be talking more about internet and internet networks or networks. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe the internet and computer network, or you should be able to know what an internet is and what a computer networks are. So we'll start by looking at what an internet is. We have been hearing of internet. At times, people will say that I'm going to visit the internet to download files and so on. Can we say the internet is a place? No, internet is not a place. When we talk of internet, internet is a collection of interconnected computers linked together to share information. So the internet is just a connection of computers around the world in order to share information. So when these computers come together by connecting to each other in order to help users to fetch or search for information, then we can say that we have an internet. When computers are being linked together or being linked to each other, it forms what we call a network. So we can say that the internet is a network of networks, since we have several computers connecting to each other around the globe. Now let's look at what a network is, or a computer network is. So a computer network is a connection of a computer to another computer, or a computer and another device in order to share resources like the transferring of files and so on. So in our homes, if you are able to connect a mobile phone to a computer or a mobile phone to another mobile phone, we have what we call a network. So a network simply means connecting or linking two computers to each other, or a device to another device. It forms a network. So we have an example here. Here we have laptops connecting to each other. So we have laptops having connection to each other. So this is what we call a network of computers. The laptop is also a computer. So we have networks of computers. Here we can see that all the computers are being linked to each other. And in this situation, files can be transferred from one laptop to another laptop. So this is how a computer network is formed. Now let's look at how to connect these computers in a network. Do we use cables in connecting computers always? Yes, we can use cables in connecting computers. But there are also some ways where we can connect a device or a computer to another computer. To look at the ways of connecting computers or a computer to another device. So we have the first one to be the wireless technology. The wireless technology. And this one involves the use of wireless technology in connecting computers to each other, or a device to the computer. To an example of the wireless technology that we normally use in connecting computers or a device to the computer is what we have as the Bluetooth. Now, how some of you uses your phone to transfer files to other phone by the connection through Bluetooth. So we can have Bluetooth connection as one of the wireless technologies that is used to link a device to a computer, or a computer to another computer. And the next one, we have Wi-Fi. We can also use Wi-Fi as a wireless technology to connect a computer to another computer. So the full meaning of Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. That's the full meaning of Wi-Fi. We can also have infrared. We can also use infrared in connecting devices to each other. So these are some few examples of wireless technologies that is being used in computer networking or linking of a device to another device. Now the next one is the cable connection. But before that, let's look at how the wireless technology works. In this diagram, you can see that we have several devices surrounding the wireless router. And we can see that we have some signals or waves showing the connection of computers and other devices to this router. So here, there is no use of cables. We are using wireless technology to link all the surrounding devices to the one in the middle. So this is what we call the wireless technology, or the wireless connection of computers or devices to another device or a computer. Now let's look at the next way of connecting computers or devices to form a network. We have the cable connection, and as the name appears, you can see that it involves the use of cables. So this is a way of connecting computers to form a network by the use of cables or cord. Someone may ask, what is a cable? A cable is just like the network cables we see at offices linking to computers, or the cable that we normally use in charging our phones. Those cables can be used to connect a phone to a computer. So those are the cables that are being used whenever you want to connect a device to the computer. And this is one of the ways of connecting computers or devices to form a computer network. Now let's look at how the cable connection is done. So in this diagram, we can see that we have cables connecting the surrounding devices to the device at our left side. So all the devices are being connected to the device over here using cables. So this is what we call the cable connection. It's different from the one we saw, the wireless connection. That one was using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other wireless technologies to connect the computers. Now let's move on and look at the types of network. The types of network comes based on the area or the surrounding where we have the network being formed. So we have different types of computer networks. We'll look at some few examples of them, then we'll mention the rest later on. So for the first one, we have the local area network, that's LAN. And this is a computer network that connects computers within a limited area, such as schools, residents, universities, office buildings, and so on. So when you have computers connected to each other in order to share resources in a school, that network is referred to as a local area network. And next one is the wide area network. And this is a network that covers a large geographical area, such as country or a continent. So when you have networks of computers linking to each other in a wide geographical area or expands in a large area, it is referred to as wide area network. Now let's look at the other examples of computer networks. We have the wireless local area network. So this network is also consists of a wireless connection of two or more devices within a local area network. So when you have two or more local area network connecting to each other by the use of a wireless technology, it is referred to as wireless local area network. So let's go over it again. This is a wireless computer network that links two or more devices using wireless communication to form a local area network. And the next one, we have the metropolitan area network. And this is also a type of computer network where the computers are connected to each other, usually in a span of a city or large campus. So when you have a large computer network that usually expands in a city or a large campus, it is referred to as metropolitan area network. And next one, we have personal area network, PAN. And this is a network that is used for communicating among computers and a computer device around a few meters within a room. So let's say, for example, in your room, if you have a computer being connected to another computer, it becomes a personal area network. It's within that particular room. So we have it to be a personal area network, PAN. We have other types of computer networks. We have the campus area network, storage area network, system area network, enterprise private network, virtual private network, passive optical local area network. So all these are examples of computer networks. It involves linking of computers to another computer. So all of this comes based on the geographical area where we have the network formed. Now let's look at these important terms over here in computer network. In computer networking, we have what we call server and client. And all these two terms refers to computers. So when you have a main computer where other computers are being connected to that computer, that main computer becomes a server. So when we talk of a server is a computer or a device that provides data to other computers in a network. And those computers which are being connected to the main computer are what we refer to as clients. So around a server, the computers linking to the server is what we call client. So a client is a computer hardware or software that accesses a service made available by a server. Or a client is a computer or a device connected to a server. To make sure you keep these two important terms or computing terms in your head. A server is the main computer whereby other computers are connected to it. And those computers connecting to a server is what we call clients. Now let's look at how a server and client looks like. So in this diagram, we can see that we have a main computer in the middle. Then we have some surrounding computers or laptops. To the main computer in the middle, which is connected to the other computers, is what we call a server or referred to as a server. And those surrounding the server, having their connections to the server, is what we call clients. So this is how a computer network is formed. We have clients connecting to a server, and we have server linking to other clients. So client is a computer that's being connected to a server, and the server is the main computer having other computers connected to it in order to share resources or information. We'll end our lesson here, but before you leave, I want you to do your exercise and submit on your website.